Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Florida Panthers Daily. I'm your host, Jacob Williams. Excited to be back with you guys. Matthew Tkachuk is on the cover of NHL 26, the video game. What has this guy not done since he's joined the Florida Panthers? All he's done since joining the team has gone to 3 straight Stanley Cup finals, won 2 of them. Now he's on the cover of the most popular video game in all of hockey. I heard he's starting a podcast soon. This guy's been basically doing everything since joining the Florida Panthers. I don't think there's ever been a trade that has benefited the player and the team so much more than the Matthew Tkachuk trade coming to Florida. It's just super exciting what he's been able to do. If you guys haven't had an opportunity to go and see him grace the cover, make sure you check it out. You can go to his social media pages to see that photo, and then also you can go to EA Sports or NHL and just check their social media posts. They have it. Also believe so, the picture of him on the cover is super cool. It's him holding up the Stanley Cup from this past year. I believe it's the first time that the cover athlete for NHL 26 is holding up the Stanley Cup in the past 26 years. Super exciting times for the Florida Panthers and Matthew Tkachuk. Now transitioning into our next topic, which is Sergei Bobrovsky and his contract. So if you guys don't know, Sergei Bobrovsky is in the final year of his 7-year, $70 million contract. Bob is in his prime right now, and according to Bill Zito and also Florida Panthers front office, he is their goaltender not only right now, but he's going to be our goaltender for the future. And that's not just 1 or 2 years. That's going to be in the following years. The salary cap's going up $18 million in the next 2 seasons. So that's going to give us a lot of funds to be able to go and splurge a little bit on certain areas. I know Nico Mikkola, the defenseman, he's on the last year of his contract. We're going to re-sign him, but specifically when it comes to our goaltender, Sergei Bobrovsky, look for around an average of $6.5 to $7 million per year, in around 4 to 5 years that we're going to have him. So 4 to 5 years on the contract length. Look for around $6.5 to $7 million per year for his contract. Bob turns 37 on September the 20th, which is less than a month away. On a 4-year deal, he would be turning around 41, 42, depending on when the deal gets signed. So that's what we can look for in regards to Sergei Bobrovsky. He's our goaltender of the future. We don't have Spencer Knight. We don't have a strong goaltender in our system. We've invested everything into Sergei Bobrovsky. He's a little bit on the older side, obviously turning 37 in late September, but he's really played well. It's kind of weird, but he's like in his prime. It's like Tom Brady, I believe, won half of his Super Bowls like 35 and older. So in regards to Sergei Bobrovsky, he's playing his best right now. He's playing his best in ages 35, 36, and hopefully that continues in 37 to 40 and even in his early 40s. I know he said that he wants to play that long, but I think what it's going to be is we're going to sign him to a 4, 5, 6-year extension. He's going to finish that out with us, retire with us, be done, and hopefully we go and win a couple more cups with him while he's with us. So now let's talk about Evan Rodriguez. I know previously I spoke about Matthew Tkachuk. Is he going to get surgery? Is he not going to get surgery? He actually recently just got surgery, so he's not going to be available until January. This is great if your name is Evan Rodriguez because we have a cap issue, the Florida Panthers. We're over the cap. Now we don't have that issue because Matthew Tkachuk is on the IR. We're not going to have to worry about his money until 2026, which means Evan Rodriguez is not getting traded. Also, even before this, Elliot Friedman, who's a reporter, said he doesn't think the Evan Rodriguez trade is going to happen regardless, even if Matthew Tkachuk didn't opt in for surgery. Evan Rodriguez, in regards to the regular season, he had all 82 games played, 15 goals, 17 assists. Also in the Stanley Cup playoffs, played 21 games, 2 goals, not great, but also came up with 13 assists, which is huge. He's a big part of our depth piece. He's a big culture guy, goes about everything the right way. He knows what it takes to win. He knows how to play well in the great moments. If you guys remember in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final in 2024, he had 2 clutch goals to tie the game and give us the lead. He's a great part of this team. He's on a team-friendly deal. I don't expect us to move him really at all. I think we're going to find a way to go and get rid of some other pieces. I think we're going to keep Evan Rodriguez. He's not going anywhere until his contract ends in the next 2 to 3 years. He's just too good of a player on such a team-friendly deal that there's no point in trading him. That's the type of deal that you would want, that you dream of. So he's not going anywhere. I know he wants to be here just like everybody else wants to be here. And by here, I mean South Florida. So he's not going anywhere. He's staying in South Florida. And Matthew Tkachuk, by the way, a little update on him. He did get surgery. We're not going to see him play until January of 2026. Now, let's talk about Aaron Ekblad. Will we ever see number 5 in the Raptors? This is a great question. I think if you were to ask this question 2-3 years ago, it would be a foolish question like, man, what are you talking about? He's playing bad. He's not doing great. We might trade him. We want to get rid of him. What's going on? He's been playing phenomenal the past 2-3 years. Defensemen are hard to find, especially great defensemen. He's been battling injuries, and he's been playing phenomenal. As a Panther, he's played his entire career with us, drafted number 1 overall, spent 11 years with us. Recently, as a lot of people know, he took a huge hometown discount. So he could have got on the open market close to $9.5 million per year. He signed with us for $6.2 over 8 years. He's going to retire a Florida Panther. There's only 3 players there's a lot of great players on the team. There's only 3 players that wear a letter. He's one of those players that wear the letter as an alternate captain. Won the Calder Trophy in 14-15 year. And during his career with the Florida Panthers, he has 732 games played, 118 goals, 262 assists, and has an overall rating of plus 97 when he's on the ice. I think Aaron Ekblad is the definition of what it means to be a Florida Panther. When you look at the foundation before a lot of these new guys came, it was really him and Barkov that's been here the longest. You go into the arena, there's 2 guys' face that are on the arena when you're walking in on the glass, and that's Aaron Ekblad and Alexander Barkov. To answer this question right now, I would say no. I don't think he's quite done enough to go and have his number retired. I think there's clearly 2 numbers that are getting retired from this year's team, and that's 16 and 72, Barkov and Bobrovsky. I think he's close, though. I think he's really close. I think if we can go on another run to where he plays well and we win another cup, I think that cements him as number 5's going in the rafters. He's getting his number retired. Lifelong Panther, took a hometown discount, has been playing really well, and I'd love to see number 5 in the rafters one day. Guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys can, make sure you like, subscribe. That helps us go and support the channel, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day.